In this lesson, we're going to show you how to utilize the 3D measure tape. To start, we load the avatar we want to work with. We have already built this avatar based on our target measurements and it's almost finished. The last thing we need to do, based on the feedback from our fit team, is to increase the bust slightly. Let's go ahead and edit the avatar. The bust currently measures 90. Since we need to increase the circumference, let's change it to 92. Note that the avatar's arms are currently up while in Edit Avatar. We want to measure the avatar with the arms down for an accurate bust measurement. First, let's save our changes and close the Edit Avatar panel. Now that we have made our final adjustments to the avatar, we can begin to verify the bust measurements and add in some garment placement markers. We can do this with the 3D measuring tape. Before we create a new measurement, let's first understand what the different measurement methods do. The available types are tape, surface, straight, and circumference. Tape replicates the real-life behavior of the measuring tape applied to the points we create. A good example of when to use this method is the apex to apex measurement. Surface measures the distance between the points we create, following the contour of the avatar. Consider the same apex to apex measurement with the surface method. See how it follows the surface of the body instead of going straight from point to point as the tape method did. Straight measures the shortest distance between the points that are created. This may go through the avatar. In this example, we can see the avatar's height from the shoulder to the floor. Circumference measures the circumference around the selected points, replicating the real-life behavior of a measuring tape. Let's rotate the avatar to see how it mimics a measuring tape. We will add a bust circumference so we can check this measurement in a different pose like arms down. To create a 3D measurement, we start by clicking the plus sign in the dialog box. We select the measurement method. Once the measurement type is selected, we should name the measurement. To add a measure point, we press Ctrl and click. On Mac, it would be Command and click. The measurement is displayed in the dialog box. We can make this circumference parallel to the floor by holding Ctrl or Command while clicking the right mouse button. Once the measurement is created, it is highlighted in the gizmo displays. We can use the gizmo to adjust the placement of the measurement. We'll save this. Now, we'll check our new measurement with the arms down pose. Now, we open the 3D measuring tool, click on the newly created bust measurement, and compare the measurements. Note that the bust measurement in arms down pose is different from the bust measurement in Edit Avatar. This is to be expected. Let's create one more measurement, this time from high point shoulder to apex. We'll use the tape measurement. We'll name this M, HPS to apex to remind us it's the medium high point shoulder to apex measurement. Pressing Ctrl plus click, we can create the measurement point. For Mac, we use Command plus click. We can move an existing point by dragging the point. We can use Ctrl plus click to add an intermediate point. If we decide we don't want a point, we can delete it using Ctrl plus click. Notice the cursor just changed from a plus to a minus when hovering over an existing point. We'll save this measurement. Great! Now we have all measurements in place. If we find any odd or incorrect measurements, we can easily delete them by using the delete icon. We can select the Always Show On option if we want our measurements to always be displayed on the avatar. Of course, we can clear this selection if we don't want them to be visible anymore. The Always Show On option can be useful, for example, if we want to compare the measurement of a bust in edit mode to the measurement we created using the shape. Now that we're done, we can easily export and share these measurements with our team using the option available in our drop-down menu. The measurements are saved as a VSM file, meaning V-Stitcher measurement. We use other options in the drop-down menu if we want to import measurements. 3D measurements are connected to the avatar type. This avatar was created based on Tina, one of the template avatars. If we want to create a large size avatar, we can start by cloning this avatar. We'll name the avatar Tina_L_TP. When we're using the 3D measuring tool, we see that the measurements are there for us to use. It is important to note that as we continue to build the differently sized avatars, we check the 3D measurements for each clone avatar to be sure the 3D measurements are placed correctly. If a measurement does need to be adjusted on a different sized avatar, we recommend adding a new measurement rather than editing an existing one since the placement was correct on most other sizes. We also recommend naming newly measurements based on the size they relate to, making them easier to identify. Perfect. Now we know how to utilize the 3D measuring tool. For more information, check out the Browseware Help Center.